It's time for ThorZaIN versus Foggy.
Absolutely. Europe's best Night Elf versus Europe's top 2 human. A top 3 human.
Top
This
3?
is some of the... Yeah, Blade is a little bit better than him currently.
Okay.
Would you disagree, Neo?
I definitely think ThorZaIN is number 2. Depends on his practice and his current shape, of course. We thank Knight FS, former Firestalker player, I guess. Deadman on Fire, Hail Satan and Energy HT for your subs. We go in to map number 1. It's going to be Concealed Hill. This is what I expected to see in the Winnerbracket Final. This is, yeah, definitely for a long time, Europe's best Night Elf against, as you say, top 3 human. He's definitely one of a kind. He plays different than anyone else. But so far, his track record versus Foggy is not the best one. 3 matches and 3 wins for Foggy, if our stats by Mr. Statsman Pence are correct. All online. One of them only in patch 1.31. 2 games were during the times of the keepers, so maybe we should scratch that a little. Here is Sweden's finest, a former DreamHack winner against a former a 2-time Vice World Champion of WGL. A two-time.
Back to back.
Indeed. Also a 2-time bronze medalist. So, we have Foggy in the blue, in the upper right, facing ThorZaIN in the red, in the bottom left.
Wait, where did he get bronze medal?
At GCS twice.
Really?
Foggy, yes.
He got bronze twice?
Yes.
One time was against 120, right?
That is
Where he
correct.
lost in the lower bracket?
Yeah.
What was the other time?
Damn.
I totally forgot about that, dude.
Who did he lose to? TH, maybe? I have to look that up. So, as I said, ThorZaIN has never defeated Foggy. Foggy is on fire at the moment. 3 or 4 times in a row in the grand final of a Rising Star Cup. Losing to Happy, but only to Happy. ThorZaIN, can he break the curse, or will Foggy take a walk into the grand final? We have a Demon Hunter versus Archmage opening. Remo, what's the state of this matchup? What do we expect to see between humans and Night Elves?
The days of the Keeper are long over for almost everyone. Most Night Elves nowadays tend to go for Demon, Naga, Bears, sometimes Mountain Giants, and have had quite some issue with that. And when I say most, I think I should specify most outside of the top Koreans especially. Loliot has been spamming the Warden, Moon has been spamming the Warden. Foggy in the past used to be a really strong Warden player, but in this matchup, not always. I have seen him do it sometimes. It is, of course, also map dependent. The Warden, the hero, certainly requires good levels. Dispel from the Wisp against the Watch Elemental. Crucial move right here. I have to disrupt my chain of thought because that is level 2 for the Demon Hunter. Kind of surprised, honestly. ThorZaIN gave that last hit so easily away. Normally you should protect your Watch Elemental against that. And it was almost the perfect early by Foggy, but then he denied the last little bit of hit points of the creep with the Ancient of War. Now he's stuck on level 1.
Damn, I didn't catch that.
Wait.
But yeah.
Wait, does that mean he doesn't have mana burn now? That would be really bad.
Ooh, did he start with evasion? That could be the case.
A town is under siege.
Foggy, why does this keep happening to him? Okay,
we
he
have
mana burn.
Okay.
All right. But still, the missing stats, the missing level 2 is annoying. It would make everything a little bit easier. Foggy juggling the wisps as best he can. Didn't get the juggle on the last one, but got the detonate off. And that's the IM still not level 2, because Militia haven't run outside the main for the green camp spot yet. And the IM is chasing pretty effectively. Or the Demon, I mean, rather, is chasing effectively. One more wisp dies. That's level 2 now. AM has the aura unlocked, but a little too hurt, seemingly. Could do too much more here. More and more burns are coming.
And also against the Demon Hunter, what does this aura really do compared to the matchup we've seen before, where every single second of aura is so important? Here in this matchup, there's a Demon Hunter. He says, oh, there's a little blue line. Let's reduce this to 0. Hits the mana burn, and then that's it.
But with some nice sidestepping, which he's doing, he can still evade the demon and can perhaps go for a green camp spot up in the top left. How many wisps died, by the way? I think it was only 2, right? That's not too bad. We have the Hunter's Hall coming up. Not really late at all. That one seems to be perfectly in time.
The Hunter's Hall looks gorgeous, by the way. Love it.
Loving it. I don't think I've seen it yet. The thing that I liked the most so far was definitely the Helm of Valor. That one looks amazing.
Remo's in love. Can someone who's like a blacksmith or something please make Remo... Oh, nice telestab. Please make Remo a Helm of Valor and some Boots of Speed. That Archer death sound is
dude.
super loud.
He's going hard. Alright. Hunter's Hall is finished. Looks exactly like the old one.
Of the Hunter's Hall?
Yeah.
Wait, let's follow the Archmage and Demon Hunter chase for now. Because ThorZaIN is one of the best surrounders in the entire game. And getting sheep blocked now. He needs to block with his footman to keep the Demon Hunter away from this Archmage. Otherwise, the old man could fall from his horse rather rapidly. But so far, it looks okay. Demon Hunter, now against the trees. Kind of an invitation, but Staff is almost ready. That's a nice game of catch they play. Naga second by Foggy. Could come in as a surprise.
Oh, Ancient of War smack!
Okay.
1 or 2 hits from death. How about okay? Makes it to the fountain. Bit of healing. Where's the second hero for ThorZaIN?
Naga is in and finds this Archmage. Slows him down. Oh, Fog Lightning first! What a surprise by Foggy! But now there's no slow. And the Archmage is still with the Boots of Speed. He can just walk away.
Oh, Telly staff on the demon. Dude, Foggy, he's going all out with these plays.
Misses it. Mana burn 15. And the Wisp comes in with the block. This must be the town portal. But could be the kill here. There's no shop for ThorZaIN. The Swede is in trouble. Needs to block Archmage. Oh no, he's stuck at the blacksmith. And there's the mana burn kill. There's no staff, but a TP.
Dude, is there Sonic playing? What's going on with the Davai this game, dude?
Ultra aggression by Foggy. And how great this is. Blood Mage second. Okay, but what can he do alone?
Oh, not that much.
Oh
I think
my.
the defend was a little bit late. The AM took a little bit too much damage from the right clicks. Didn't move quickly enough. And when you don't control it all perfectly, a player like Foggy can punish you so hard.
That was gorgeous. That was absolutely gorgeous. Nice plays by Foggy, one after the next. Setting up some traps, and ThorZaIN walks right into it.
There's no tier 3 going on yet for Foggy. And we all know how much tier 2 Night Elf suffers against tier 2 human.
That is correct. We have the blacksmith up, so ThorZaIN needs some time to get the rifles online. He played a game against Terra today. Pure rifles. Nothing else. Won't necessarily work against Night Elf. But yeah, he definitely knows how to play these rifles. Long range upgrade is finished as well. The first priests are coming in, and the Archmage finally back. But oh boy, does he need level 3.
I could call Militia to the lab creep. That one should be pretty easily doable. Speaking of level 3 being required, that's also something that the demon will certainly want to pick up. Archer's all really hurt already. Foggy not in the most healthy position to go for a fight. He buys a heal scroll now, but using that before the fight really starts off only against archers, also not the most effective normally. Foggy looking for another aggressive move in. This could very well turn out to be an overextension. Let's see.
Was close to overextend once against Cash. He just walks straight into the peasant line. Fog Lightning once again. And the Demon Hunter is having a field day so far. Okay, Siphon mana against the Demon Hunter to reduce the number of mana burns that the Night Elf hero can throw out. And this is ThorZaIN with the blocks that made him so famous. But not great enough. Slow applied. No Dispel yet from the Dryad, I guess.
The archers ran to the creep camp. Whoops, I think one of them died.
One is very hurt. Staff
It was a nice play there with a sorceress. The Blood Mage giving mana to that one to have more slow available. But in the end, no TP forced. Just a bit of poking, just a bit of prodding. And that's more time that Foggy's buying for. I was ready to say tier 3, but he's staying tier 2.
Okay, Moonstyle Mass Dryad. Rifles will tear these Dryads apart at one point. Thank you very much, Space Bandana and Omar Kleinman for the sub. Greetings, Granny. ThorZaIN getting the biggest creep on the map with the Warsong Battle Drums. That is a gift for every single rifleman. They like the beats of the drum.
Like to party.
They like to party indeed. Thank you, Herr Jupe, 5-month resub. Lots of love for my favorite full-time Warcraft 3 Reforged streamers. Thank you very much, man.
Thank you, Jupe. But Foggy, doesn't he have to play like some Zeppelin lane shenanigans? How? I can't see him winning a straight-up fight. And guess what's coming? A straight-up fight towards his main. 57 supply by ThorZaIN. Ancient of War is going to give him some head start notice. But that's a fight he's looking down at with a worse army with less supply.
Yeah, it's a lot of footmen though, so they won't do too much. I don't think they have defend. But the rifles, 1-0 upgrade, plus the drums, 60 supply, and militia are coming in as well. Climbing the hill now. Will take some time. Archmage has a lot of mana left. The Blood Mage is very close to 3, and then it's infinite mana for the human army.
Heavy slow and siphon there on the demon, getting staffed out and saved just barely. But very little damage onto ThorZaIN. Reflect on the footman, the defense, throwing the spears back onto the Dryas. The Fog Lightning did kind of hurt. That is a level 3 Naga. But the Ancient of War is gone. ThorZaIN still with all of his forces, 62 supply, moving forward, ready to set up some towers, and goes for a heal scroll himself.
Yeah, and this is a situation that ThorZaIN must love. He contains the Night Elf in his main. He's buying time for shop control. He throws out some damage with the good range that the rifles have. And what he's losing, okay, is peasants. That's what they're supposed to do. Footmen and peasants are supposed to die. And here come the towers.
Oh, level 3 Blood Mage. Level 3 Blood Mage just acquired the level 2 Siphon. I mentioned it over and over. Makes such a big difference. Siphoning the demon, by the way, so effective because then Moonwell regeneration is so hard to go for. Dryads dive in, looking for the kills on the riflemen. Dryads and rifles both dying rather quickly. A banish now even coming in against the demon. Yield Scroll being used there by ThorZaIN as well. More and more Dryads are falling. Not too many are left. Which army is going to dwindle first? Demon finding some more kills. He's in deep. Going for the Invul Potion. Chasing for more kills. Running down these sorceresses in the back. But still 4 rifles are standing. Scroll of the Beast is still active on some of these. Finally, Foggy uses the Heal Scroll. Held on to that forever. And the Naga in deep, deep trouble. Has to TP out. Barely surviving. One more archer falls. And ThorZaIN's push is still alive.
Foggy lost pretty much everything, down to 30. ThorZaIN pushing forward and forward, 51 supply, less than ideal, but he takes out more buildings, he takes out more HP of this Demon Hunter, and all the potions are gone. The shop control pays off, he's diving in deep once again. There must be a staff to get him out, or the GG, and it is the double Gs, and the Swede take the lead over the so far dominating Ukrainian, and takes the 1-0, one step away from the grand final.
looking good. Looking very convincing there. Foggy had a strong early game with some really cute plays, looking for these AM rundown kills. But at the end of the day, Dryads still get annihilated by rifles. It doesn't matter how much you twist that fact doesn't change. And I'm really surprised Foggy played it that way. If he plays mass Dryads, okay. But then you have to go for run buys, you have to go for Zeppelin drops, you have to go for a second base, superior economy. Just one base. That doesn't work. Just doesn't work.
He had such a head start. Did he think... Yeah, what was he thinking? I can't really understand. Does he have like such a lead with the Archmage kill that he doesn't need the bears and he can finish it earlier, and then ThorZaIN found a way out and bought enough time?
The weird thing is he wasn't looking for any tier 2 timings. He was just creeping up passively past the mid game as if he was waiting for his tier 3 tech. But there was no tier 3 coming. It was really weird. Really weird.
Yeah, maybe he was out of breath a little after the Davai playstyle in the early stages.
The second map, loser's map choice is going to be Terranust. It's going to be a very different map. Much more long spread out, much more creeps. And I would bet pretty surely we're going to see a Warden here.
We haven't seen a Warden yet in this tournament. That is by far the best map for her. And Remo will tell you why.
Because you can creep. You can creep a lot, and you're pretty safe. And you have mercs. That's all the things the Warden needs, but mostly it's creeping, it's levels. And this is by far the best map to do that on. But it goes both ways. That is the case for the Warden, yes, but also for a Mountain King. Yes. That is all the rage currently over in China, especially by the Chinese humans, but also by the Koreans playing MK first. Neo, you're basically the ThorZaIN expert. Does he like playing MK first?
I do not think so. I would rather bet on a Peli Rifles than on a Mountain King. But to be honest, I haven't seen a lot of games of ThorZaIN versus Night Elf. I know a lot of his games versus Undead, and that's pretty much it. But yeah, we'll see. We're exploring ThorZaIN's playstyle here together, I guess. Okay, apparently, thanks chat, TV from the radio, ThorZaIN said he dislikes MK first on his stream, but he played it anyways on TS. Okay, we'll see. Thank you very much, BB, for the 2-month resub, and Dennis for the 3-month resub. Glad to see you guys go full-time. Have fun, and good luck. Doing our best. Let's see what the future holds for us.
Yeah, ThorZaIN did start streaming recently, and with that, joined the other top Europeans. This is something I noticed the other day. Of the top Europeans, everyone streams, right? Like everyone. Outside of Johnny Cage, but I'm not sure we can call him top right now.
Is Blade streaming? I guess Cash isn't streaming, really?
Now, Cash is streaming. Quite frequently.
Really?
But yeah, I guess Blade we could count among those not streaming as well. Yeah, but Cash is absolutely.
Okay.
And ThorZaIN has been starting to as well, even with the webcam, something that top players seem to be afraid of oftentimes.
Yeah, so the only player who, like, there's 2 players who don't stream, like, worldwide. That's Focus and Moon, I guess.
Yeah.
Everyone else is. Good income, especially in China on Douyu. So, MK it is. And is he walking into a Demon Hunter trap? No. For the very first time. On a Reforged stream, we will see the Warden. And the Warden is a phenomenal hero for everyone who likes to watch Warcraft, because that means the game's gonna be action-packed. In case you don't know, she has 3 wonderful spells. Shadow Strike, a single target damage over time and slow. Fan of Knives, which is an AoE spell for damage. And Blink, which is teleport, pretty much. And you can combine all 3 spells in a very, very nice way to either focus units or focus heroes or deal tremendous damage to the economy. And I guess Foggy will do just that. The downside of that Warden is all her spells become only efficient on level 2. And that's what Remo was saying. You need to creep, you need level 3, and let's see how ThorZaIN can prevent that.
How did you suddenly start being educational, Nia?
Because I can do educational content for the new viewers.
But you started suddenly. Like, how long are we into the cast now? 4.5 hours. No, 3.5 hours.
I tried to do that before, but didn't really pick up that much.
Okay, nice, Nia. Very nice. What else can you tell us?
That's it. That's all I know. Why do we see the Mountain King here instead of the usual Archmage?
It's pretty much the same reason why you see the Warden. It is all about levels, all about getting that level 3, much like the Warden. The MK is a very powerful hero once he does get levels. But if he finds himself stuck on level 2, that feels really bad. Unlike AM, who's fine on level 2. Unlike Demon Hunter, who's fine on level 2. And again, this is the easiest level 3 creep map for pretty much anyone. But especially Night Elf and Human because of Militia versus... Oh, look at that block. Look at that block. Look at that ThorZaIN block. Hell yeah. Saves the Archer, maybe. Counter block.
Both are blocking like crazy here. Foggy with the Warden, ThorZaIN with the Footman. We have a Well of Mana stealing with 2 melee heroes that are very dependent on mana. I like that item here a lot. ThorZaIN was blasting through his mana early on. And now, Foggy uses that item to prevent the next Stormbolt or the blocks again. ThorZaIN is so good with that.
ThorZaIN used a ton of mana against creeps. When we see it from the Chinese, it's normally only 1 Stormbolt to take out the Frost Armor dude.
Are under attack.
And then the rest you keep for later purposes. But now MK stuck without mana and there's still more mana steal. Wow. He didn't go clap?
Bash.
That's like the biggest strength of this hero.
Well, you can always go for the Tome of Retraining. An item, by the way, that Take from Take TV didn't know it existed, despite being a former Warcraft pro. And that's the second skill for the Warden, which is Blink.
He was a pro. Okay, I guess not just in Reign of Chaos. Oh, one of Massive again, blinking in. And she gets the last hit despite missing it with the skill. Had forever to go in there with the right click. And gets it. In the meantime, counter expansion coming up. There should be one fully on the lookout for this.
Is Take actually watching? That would be hilarious. We had those situations recently, but alright. We have a level 3 MK. Finally, we have a level 3 Warden as well, and once again the Foggy special. Self-teleportation and boots, mass mobility.
Those Expo peasants at the expo. Oh, I don't think he saw it. Oh, that's gonna be a yikes, boys. Oh, first one hits good. MK needs to come in on the way with the staff. Blink away from the staff. Okay, well, good salvage. Actually, only one peasant dies there. In the meantime, Foggy, with his next Ancient of War, this is his second simultaneous creep camp that's going on in the midst of all of this. This is some beautiful play by Foggy.
Absolutely. This is exactly how we played at GCS days before the Warden nerf. These games against Romantic were just fabulous when it comes to Warden play. And she gets a Sobi mask. That is so helpful. And the Warden, okay, that's just an illusion. She runs back. I want that mask. I want that mask. I want that mask. In the meantime, not only is he harassing, not only is he creeping, but guess what? He's expanding as well. And also attacking. Yeah. Really good game by Foggy.
And I think it's just a few mistakes in ThorZaIN's build, most notably, that don't allow him to do much. Not starting off with a Merc Camp creep first, but with the green first, I think that was a mistake. Also, not going for the dust and the staff early at his shop. That's something we see from the top humans. But that's criticizing on a very, very high level. It's not like ThorZaIN is playing badly at all, but just Foggy is abusing every tiny little mistake that he can.
7G, thank you for the sub, Stormbolt. Oh, a little too late to blink out of that. so she loses a couple of mana points, but that's about it. ThorZaIN moving towards Foggy's expansion, but with 42 supply. We'll see how that goes. Forest Troll Berserker is here. Warden is not. An illusion distracts a footman. ThorZaIN gathering some forces, using the staff now himself, and pushes with a double Shadow Priest.
It's actually really scary for Foggy because the Storm Bolt finds the big target and that Berserker is 100% dead.
There's more Fan of Knives though, and these footmen look quite killable for me. Engine of War might
is
go
also
down.
killable though.
There's no wisps
Maybe.
anymore.
Yeah, the tree's dead.
Oh boy.
See you later, tree. Wow. Suddenly, ThorZaIN back in this game. Great move. That's what I was talking about. You need to put on pressure across the map as well. And Foggy not quite ready for this. He was trying to distract with the Warden, keep all the attention across the map. But ThorZaIN didn't fall for that play and made sure to find a crucial kill right there.
Interesting game for sure. Tier 2 tech by ThorZaIN only now, but he can rely on the 2 bases. He gets double income. He can replace pretty much everything. Warden going home to heal. Waiting for the tier 3 now for the orb. We still have a Shredder here going Dryads for a little bit.
First Dryad is out, Neo. You know what that means. Taste my spear.
I won't. Oh, Engine of War.
Don't lose it. Don't lose it.
Player's forces are under attack.
Didn't he just bring the Shredder as well? Where's the Shredder?
Yeah, the Shredder, he brought it.
Oh, yeah, there it is. Is he gonna go all in right now?
He's teching, so it doesn't make that much sense. But he's also not expanding again, so he's waiting for the bears.
And he's almost level 5.
Ah, Zeppelin.
Oh, Zeppelin.
Ah, Zeppelin.
Oh, I haven't seen that before.
Pretty cool model. That's the sound a Zeppelin does.
Yeah. Dropship coming in. That Found Knife's gonna hurt. This should be easy level 5 for the Warden over here. Zeppelin load up to prevent Arcane Tower, maybe? Is this Arcane Tower not attacking? Where are the projectiles?
True.
Huh?
Seems a little buggy. Alright then.
Warden level 5. One more fan. Boom! But that was the last one. And now what?
There's not much.
Guys, we're done.
Muddy the Mud Golem, by the way, the back to Warcraft mascot, doesn't do too much. Oh, slows the Zeppelin. Can't really help anymore as we have Rifleman coming in. Foggy is losing the Shredder, and once again, he's still on 1 base only. Yes, he does good damage to the economy here and there, but I think it's still fine for ThorZaIN.
Absolutely. Absolutely fine. Oh, that's a good rejo from the bear at least. Bears look so big now, right?
Yeah. Kills
Big
more
ass
and more.
bears.
Actually, the Warden's getting...
Wait, if the Warden gets 6 though...
Yeah. Holy smokes, that was big damage to that bear. Instantly taken out. No mana anymore. Warden needs...
Oh my god.
Couple of kills.
Foggy's about to lose this, but he might be about to win this.
What?
Ogre Mauler coming in as well. He looks so badass. Oh, I think ThorZaIN just denied his little footy, bro.
Oh, wow.
He knows it's all about experience here.
Yeah, it's all about experience now.
Second hero Blood Mage is coming in, by the way. That rifle would be level 6. That rifle is level 6 unless it's denied. It's denied by ThorZaIN.
God.
The second deny in a row.
Not in my house, Foggy. Now the bear comes in with Reju, but still lacking mana. Okay, we have another fan now. This must be level 6, but then Avatar is quite far away.
Typhon.
Oh, awesome play. Prevents the next Fan of Knives. With that, the kill with that level 6.
Oh, he's so close, though. He's so close.
Needs
He
another
is
Siphon.
so damn close.
2 bears coming in. ThorZaIN holding on, holding on. That's level 6. That's extra mana. Uses it for the fan, though, and now completely dry again.
Dragonhawks can't really be dealt with. Oh, and the Zeppelin in trouble. Warden blinking out once again. The Zeppelin above the trees! Or above the water. Nothing was inside at least, but the Blood Mage also in trouble. About to die here, perhaps with the Boots of Speed. The Warden runs him down. Only level 1 though. He's going to be back soon. There's a Stormbolt ready. There's a Stormbolt ready.
Foggy blinks out last second. The 2 Dryads, man, untouched for such a long time, needs to be taken care of. They're also great experience for this Mountain King, who struggles hard to find level 5 now that the Blood Mage is out, or was out rather. Stressful game for both of them.
But Foggy's gonna come back with the ultimate. Moon Juice, Telly Staff, and then it's time for the Avatar Vengeance, which I have not seen yet in Reforged.
Me neither, I think.
Oh, it's gonna be so many corpses, dude.
Yep.
What a game!
The bears take care of this.
Knocker.
Dude, are you making fun of me?
No, it's what people say.
What
Not
people
just
say.
you, Neo.
Jim Ross, the legendary one. Oh, fan of knives again. More and more and more corpses.
Dude,
he even brought a potion.
Avatar Vengeance. Look how badass that looks.
Yep, from another dimension.
Scary.
Invulnerable spirits. What is ThorZaIN going to do now? Level 7 on the Warden. He taps out. That's all he can do against the badass Avatar Ultimate. Foggy ties up the series and keeps his chances of the grand final alive.
That was a great game, dude.
Absolutely was.
That was so much fun. ThorZaIN's defenses a little crumbly there sometimes, but that is only understandable under so much pressure that he was. Foggy, outstanding Warden play. Despite losing his expansion, still makes it happen.
That was pretty.
That means
damn great.
our last decider map, moving on to next, will be Northern Isles. To see who moves into the finals from the upper
pretty
bracket.
exciting. This is pretty exciting now. There's no advantage making it through the winner bracket. Just an easier day. 1 game less. The loser will face Cash. Foggy has faced Cash before, and it was a stomp. But Cash was in fighting spirit, saying that, okay, I can do it. I want to beat him in the final. Thank you very much, by the way. Say so. Or the 21-month resub. Do you know when they will release the ladder? That's the most common question we get. And no, unfortunately, we do not. Witty, you wonderful Englishman. Thank you for the host. And Trouble Urine for the sub. Thank you.
Hopefully the ladder comes soon, but yeah, we don't know. They said with the next big update.
Yes.
When that is, we'll see.
We'll see. I'm not complaining about too much, but for the host, these poor hosts, they should definitely, like, if you host a game, then you have to enable observers, so you have to go to advanced map options, and from advanced map options, you can't start the game. So please, for the love of God, Blizzard, copy the create game button to advanced map options. That would be so wonderful.
That would be a good idea.
More subs, by the way. Joe Blocks, 2-month resub. Lulu, thank you. Abaninski, 7-month, thank you. Indie Picard, 27 months. Months. Picard. Munch. Thank you.
Speaking of Indie Picard, Neo, did you hear that there's a new Picard Star Trek thing happening?
I actually watched it already.
All of it?
This, it's not the Netflix approach.
Okay,
it's one
episode at a time.
One episode per week.
I thought perhaps this is the time for me to start getting into Star Trek for the first time ever.
Okay.
Are you not so impressed with the show so far?
It's better than what was the last one?
Yeah, that one was supposedly awful.
It was interesting.
Was it New Generation? No, something else.
It was. I forgot.
But I always liked the actor, whose name I'm forgetting right now. Mr. Picard, basically.
Mr. Jean-Luc?
Jean-Luc Picard. Precisely. Let's get into our third map. Decision time. What hero are we going to see here? I'm pretty damn sure this is not going to be an MK first kind of game by ThorZaIN. I would put good money on that, but what's Foggy gonna play? Neo, what do you think? What's your Turmbräu feeling telling you?
Foggy, I would say Warden.
Ah, damn, I would say so too. Don't you want to say Demon?
Nope.
One Turmbräu?
Okay, for the sake of the bet.
Oh, I didn't tell you yet, by the way. You know what a friend of mine got me for my birthday party?
No.
A blow-up doll with a red wig.
That is absolutely hilarious.
That was pretty funny. I have some pictures I'm gonna send to you one day.
Right.
Maybe.
Wonderful. Wonderful, Remo. What the fuck?
El Turicano. Thank you for the 8-month resub. First Reforged stream I see. Nice. Love Warden play as well. Thanks for your good work.
Thank you for the contribution. So I got something new here for you guys. I thought this makes sense to implement, as there's no confusion with the colors anymore. We have to score a little lower, but yeah, there we go. We have an
Have you seen the
option.
chimps yet, by the way?
Not really, no.
I saw them earlier today in Legion TD. They look badass. So hopefully someone's gonna start playing them soon. So yeah, Warden versus AM indeed. So they're going for a pretty slow expansion, if it is to be an expansion, with the Tuskar camp to start with.
Are under attack.
Easy to underestimate how much damage this camp does. It's actually quite a bit. As you can see, quite a few peasants already hurt. That's always dangerous against a warden. He found a Scroll of the Beast, hits level 2. And if I know Foggy, he's already thinking about double Ancient of War Huntress Pro.
Absolutely. This is something that I think we both didn't really understand because it's so counterintuitive to how you usually play a warden.
A player's forces are under attack.
Usually you have like long creeping, long games, expansions here and there, but then you play the warden low level and try to push early on. Interesting.
And I've never been fond of that style, the Warden Huntresses, because it is just very all-in in nature, and in its nature. And the top humans normally know how to deflect that pretty well. Warden's coming in for the harass. Sees the AM has a heal pot, so harassing him really doesn't do anything. Perhaps looking for some pre-blasted steals, not quite happening yet. Something we see from other Night Elves like Lorelei is going for a shop at the green to continue creeping there. Because now, continuing to creep without an Ancient of War in Northern Isles, really not that easy.
Foggy not going for staff this time, but only boots. And we have Shadow Strike. Whoa, that's hard to see. Yeah. Hopefully they will work on that.
The Shadow Strike?
Yeah.
I mean, you think? It's got a little demon face, and there's green numbers coming up.
Yeah, the numbers are a decent indicator. But all right.
Level 3 AM. Nice deny as well. Experience kept away from the Warden. Oh, thank you, Ghost, with the €5 dono. You should watch The Expanse. Best space opera sci-fi show ever. Was bought by Amazon a year ago. You should check out that story. Books recommended too. I have seen it, and I think it's okay.
I saw 3 seasons. Haven't checked out the 4th one yet.
Player's forces are under
I
attack.
think the story and the premise is oftentimes pretty good, and the characters kind of meh. But yeah, let's focus on this game. What do we have? Level 3 AM is pressuring into the main. Not too many footies left though. Interesting splitting by Foggy. 2 archers to the side, the Warden and the rest of the archers on the other.
ThorZaIN did deny another one, right? Like this Warden has so much trouble to rise in levels. And that's our big downside. Nice detonates, but nice splits as well. I think he got 1.
Yep, 1.
Wow.
Only 1.
Big investment though. 100 gold. And 2 wisps gone, pretty much. That's a sweet early game for the Swede.
That was 3 wisps even. And all disappeared. Naga second. This is something that Moon and Light started playing more and more, along with the Warden, looking for more kills, looking to diminish the numbers, especially of the casters. Oh, Archer is a little too far forward. Oh, stutter step, messed up. Archer gets away. And 140 finally will be taken out by the Warden. A bit more experience into her coffers. ThorZaIN is diving deep for the lore cancels, but there's no lores here, which perhaps he's completely fine with, realizing how much this delay is already in progress.
He has a greater heal potion. He can stay for quite a bit. He's not losing anything of value.
If he can keep these footies alive, this would be nice, actually. Does he have to defend? He does, so his footy should be safe. And now, tier 2 is done. Casters are coming, rifles are coming, Blood Mage is ready. Would love to see ThorZaIN creep up a little bit more, get to 45, and then come down with the hammer again.
But we have a Blood Mage for Siphon. Blacksmith coming, rifles coming. Foggy only had 33 supply. Warden not level 3. He needs experience desperately. And here on this... What?
Look at Foggy, what Foggy's creeping. It's not even level 3. There's a lot of damage. Ankh. We've been seeing a lot of Ankhs today. Okay, I guess it's not that much damage. Alright.
We have double lore and tier 3 tech now. But ThorZaIN is getting ready. Not ready for an expansion. Just used the militia to creep. Blood Mage close to level 2. Archmage was sent away. So full experience to the second hero. And Warden is still not 3, as he pointed out.
Oh, and that really is a lot of damage from this camp. Ouch!
Well, she has an Ankh, I guess. But here comes ThorZaIN.
Oh, can you see the last hit? That's level 3 denied!
Just a tiny bit too late. Use a Siphon immediately.
So, who got the heal scroll? Nobody yet. I imagine ThorZaIN wants to go for it. ThorZaIN has quite the scary army here already.
Yeah.
50 supply, heal scroll acquired. Foggy, what does he have coming? Tier 3 still far away. AP coming up to protect him in the main.
Warden almost dead, finding a replenishment potion. Super happy about that. Fog Lightning available, and finally the level 3. That took forever. So, Blood Mage level 2 for the banish.
I don't even think ThorZaIN has to push. I think if he levels level 3 Blood Mage and just keeps on ramping up units, level 4 AM somewhere along the way,
are under attack.
I think that should be fine for him. But ThorZaIN is going into upkeep very quickly. Militia called across the map. It might be time for some towers again.
We saw that on Concealed Hill already, where ThorZaIN won. He tower pushed Foggy into the GG. And this might happen here again. Fan of Knives was decent. We have a heal scroll and a heal potion, no invul, and an AP, and decently filled Moonwells. And this time there is a tier 3.
First 2 bears coming out. He has Richu. What's he gonna pop it on? Oh, Roar actually. Yeah, that makes more sense. That's looking nice. But the Warden's getting siphoned. Only level 1 siphon, of course. However, Blood Mage has to be careful. Still pretty squishy. No Holy Light to keep him safe in this game. Only a bit of priest heals. Once again, very far forward. This is really hard to position properly for ThorZaIN.
He could expand behind it, but he has no gold for that. Foggy is floating. 750 gold for him. Needs to invest. Maybe forgetting about it. Heal scroll used already. Foggy spending quite a bit to keep this engine of war alive, but I think it makes sense. Warden, taking out another rifleman maybe. Fog Lightning to help him. That's quite some kills on the silver platter for Foggy.
Him in trouble. TP's out. Not willing to trigger the Ankh there just yet.
Yeah, despite the Ankh.
Foggy, I think, is holding pretty well. Yeah. Gonna have an Orb of Venom, right?
40 supply, 1000 gold. Greetings from Zokul.
Lots more Water Elemental mana. Rifle numbers are pretty low though. It's only 3.
Roar again. Naga close to 3.
Lumbermill to block in front.
The Yumiko Lumbermill. Alrighty. Just to create chokes. But cancels it again. 51 supply by ThorZaIN again. We've seen this before. Losing tons and tons of gold because of one unit. So now we have Master Bears on the field.
Better position down here, not so much in range of the AP. Here ThorZaIN is willing to fight first. Bear dropping low very quickly. One running in with the anti-magic, but quick dispel on the anti-magic as well. Siphon should be coming in any second. The Reju getting dispelled again as well. These dispels absolutely on point for ThorZaIN. Warden in trouble, dropping low, and she dies. But there is the Ankh, bringing her back in a few moments.
Archmage is a little bit out of position, gets attacked by 2 bears and down to 1/3. Maybe an invitation for that Warden, who has no mana potion anymore. Okay, so hero killing potential is very limited. 1 bear falls, but gets safe with the banish on that Rifleman. Second bear falls as well. Oh my, that's so much killing going on. Dryads are falling, bears are falling, Riflemen are falling, but the saves by ThorZaIN are pretty insane. Here's level 4, but level 3 on the Blood Mage at the same time. Can he save him somehow? Potion transferred, used last second.
Oh, everything is dying absolutely everywhere as it seems. GG, well played by ThorZaIN. He gives it up.
Okay.
Foggy barely pushes that attempt back and wins, but man, that was super close. Very close series. Game 1 actually kind of convincing by ThorZaIN, but then Foggy only very closely able to win the following 2 matches.
That was right on the edge. Was that game really over for ThorZaIN? I mean, of course he knows better.
Yeah, I think when you see a Naga second, I think the better play is not to pressure the main, but rather to creep up the map. Because if you drag out the late game, the Warden probably isn't gonna scale so incredibly insanely because she's splitting experience with the Naga.
That was a rough game with a very low level Warden, and Foggy still manages to pull it off. So, of course, we want to hear from him for the very first time, as he is the very first grand finalist in a Reforged tournament after release. $250 guaranteed, going to the Ukraine, and we have our lower bracket final between ThorZaIN and Cash coming up. But let's get this man on the call. Foggy. There we go.
Yeah.
Foggy, you're here. Nice. Welcome to the show, and congrats to being the very first grand finalist.
Yeah, pretty cool.
That was quite a tough series against ThorZaIN, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was pretty hard.
Did you expect it to be that hard?
Of course, nowadays Night Elf hard to play against human.
But the Warden seems to be your answer and Loliath's and Moon's answer. Do you think the Warden just simply is much better against human nowadays than the Demon Hunter is?
Yes, I think so. Warden can deal against human rifle push and against expansion. So this hero is nice. I think better than KOG or Demon Hunter.
So how do you like Reforged in general so far? Have you played much Reforged? Are you playing Reforged graphics or old graphics?
I used to play old graphic because it's hard to deal with Reforged, play only 1 day on new graphics. I think needs more time, like maybe a few weeks. So today I stay at old graphic, and I don't like the colors. Blue color, for example, and blue HP bar.
Mm-hmm.
It's very hard for my eyes.
Yeah, I think we all have the same. It's the same for our viewers, so you're not alone with that. One more question about the match. You are now 4-0 against ThorZaIN. Why do you think he can't beat you?
But he beat me on Council Hill.
Yeah, one map, but not the entire series.
Well, I think ThorZaIN just needs more practice.
All right.
I heard in his interview against Terror that he played not much.
Yeah, true. Okay, so he has to put in more work. What does the future hold for you? I mean, we have the tournament in America, we have the stops in Sweden and the Netherlands. Where will we see you?
I'm not sure. I would like to play all tournaments, but seems this time on Anaheim I just 8 direct invites, and seems I don't get.
Okay.
And travel is very expensive from
Yes.
Ukraine, so I'm not sure. Maybe if I get some sponsor, we'll see.
Okay, we have 3,000 people watching. If someone wants to gift the travel to the USA to Foggy, maybe you can work out a deal. So contact the guy. For those situations, a team would be really good, but we still see Foggy without a team. Will that change in the future?
Of course, but there are no teams at the moment. So only hope that some professional cybersport organization will create.
All right.
So still waiting.
All right. We are waiting for the grand final. You are waiting in the grand final. Thank you very much for your time, Foggy. Good luck. And esports clans around the world. The man is in the grand final. The man doesn't have a team yet. Sign him up. He deserves it so much. Foggy, see you later.
Yeah, see you. Thank you.
All right. We go into a little break and then we have the lower bracket final between Cash and ThorZaIN. So don't go anywhere. We're going to be right back with a Back to Warcraft Reforged Invitational.